Hello there. We are here for episode 2. We have Turk here holding the Oranberry, rocking branch poke, double hit, taunt, and fake out. Then we have Mirror B with knock off water gun, absorb fake out, and Oranberry as well. And then Envy, Oranberry with Astonish and Withdraw that will not be changing anytime soon. It's going to be level 7 because it doesn't really matter what level it is. So now we can move on. I grinded at the end of, oh my fuck god. I did not mean to run into the Galarian Zigzagoon, but so be it. Also, it's hard to see the grassy terrain in this game. Or at least with this this backdrop. So we trained to make sure. I just didn't know what level this youngster would be, so I wanted to make sure I didn't get blood back. It's the real answer. Because if we lost this early, I would be very sad. So especially to the first trainer. Well, not I guess second trainer we fought because we've already lost to a trainer. I should have faked out. That would have saved me some HP. One nice thing about grassy terrain, though, is obviously that in a rule set where we can't heal, grassy terrain does provide that healing. So I think that as long as Turk can stay alive, it will be very clutch. And also because I'm mono grass currently, that's another actual benefit currently, is that since I literally don't have any other type of we have grass moves on 2 out of the 3 grass types because Envy just doesn't, but that's whatever. But I do have an outstanding potential issue in that I do know that we have another fight with Hop coming, and the problem is going to be that we have to fight the Score Bunny that has Libero, which should have a fire move, right? So like it would go for a fire move into this, but it might not into Mirror B. So I don't know what typing it will be when I click my move, because it just depends on what coverage moves it gets. So it used Tackle last time, right? But it could learn something new by now. I've learned my lesson. We'll just click double hit this time. Like it's not necessary to be giving it Sap Sipper for free, just in case it has something. Like not Azuriel's stats are probably too shit that it won't matter, but so I don't know if so this is the last trainer before we would have to initiate some story and then fight Hop again, which we don't there's no more encounters before the fight, right? So what the holy moly, that is woo. So as you may or may not have been able to figure out, I've added some new stuff that is to the playlist that has some harsh screeching at the start apparently, but it's all still Insane in the Rain. That hasn't changed. It's just stuff that was on Spotify that I guess I'd never put in the playlist before. So that sucks. That actually sucks a lot. I don't want to give it another orange berry. So I was thinking about switching just to like do more damage, but I don't want to give it another orange berry. At least not until I get it under the threshold. Actually, no. What I'm talking about. If it's under the threshold and it takes the orange berry, I would just use it immediately. I'm dumb. So like, yeah, that logic doesn't make sense. But either way, I mean, I'm not in danger, so that's the main part that matters here. But now the question becomes if I think two Mons can beat whatever demons are lurking within Hop's team here. That's kind of my issue here, is that I think I have to. I don't know what levels he's gonna be at, also, right? Because again, this is a difficulty thing, not a. So and blindish, but also I have to make sure I know two of the Mons that are gonna be there, right? Like that's also like he's gonna have the Wooloo plus the Score Bunny, but I don't know what else, if anything. I do not remember every Hop fight well enough to know. But I think that means that I want to get to... Is 12 probably fine? I would assume. Just to feel a little better. I don't know if it, like, one extra level really makes a difference, but maybe it'll be just enough to help get the win, right? That's the hope. But also, I need to go heal Mirby. I'm not wasting potions for nothing. You know how it is. I wanted to train, or I wanted to fight with Mirby. Oh, God damn it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Turk. You know what? We're here. Just go get this experience, right? I would like it because it was close to Turk was close to leveling up, so I was like, well, I should just do the last fights with. I thought I would kill. I'll be real. I didn't fake out because I just kind of thought I would kill. But branch poke is pretty weak, so I do need to keep that in mind, right? It's only 40, so I should be more mindful of that. So I should realistically just always click fake out with everything, like unless it's something that can. Oh, perfect. You know what? Hitting 12 was actually a stroke of genius from myself. Razor Leaf, that's a huge power buff because it gets multiplied with the grassy terrain. So that's actually huge. So my decision to go to 12 unexpectedly mattering quite a bit, I would argue. Whether that helps me, actually win the fight, that's a whole different story. I could easily just still get blown back. That's independent of getting the extra move, but every little bit helps. Did I put? Yeah, I did. All right. I'll stay here because if I choose to go back, right, you know me, I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon Center. I also didn't kill. What the like? As I just said, I should be faking out everything. let's get that Choodle. That's the easier one to handle. But I clicked fake out again. I was spamming. God, like not that it matters here, but in the fight with Hop, I will be better. Trust. I will not make a silly mistake like that in a fight that actually matters, because I will be hyper focused. Because I would never do such a thing and I don't know, throw a oh my, yeah, see level 12 really did matter. Wow. Yeah, I don't, like just choosing something random, not like it ever happened before, but I would never throw a ball at uh the leader of a team in said game, you know, in the fight and then lose them on for doing so. That would, no one would ever do that, right? That's impossible. Like you would obviously, if you're in such an important fight where you're literally fighting, an important character, you would always lock in and be as, focused as possible. I couldn't imagine a single soul ever doing that, right? If you're ever trying to do a Nuzlocke, like I'm sure it'd be front of mind, right? Like, do I want to lead Turk or Mirror B? That's the question. I feel like if I want grassy terrain to last longer, right? It's like, and I think Turk is like a better switch in. But also, I think like Turk is probably stronger overall, right? I have the stronger move plus terrain. So if I'm ever gonna like remotely close to one shot anything, or even just fake out plus something is like essentially a one shot for our purposes, right? I think that maybe Turk is better, but I think Hop always leads Wooloo, right? Like that's and then double later on. So, do I really want to deploy and take the chip damage because I can't one shot ever, or even fake out plus something to one shot? Yeah, Professor Magnolia is kind of whatever to me. As I said in the last episode, I don't really think much of her. But I think that, can we snoop around? Is there stuff here? Is this supposed to be Sonia's room? Yeah, the Emperor stuff. Yeah, it is. Just drawings of Zubat and Butterfree. That's actually cool. Can we sit on the chair? Yo, this gamer setup. No, well, it needs a computer, but it has a tablet, so, not that bad. Like having the hooks for the headset, kind of nice. But yeah, I'm still deciding because also so grass terrain will time out before we get to it'll time out because we fake out, right? A turn, and then if we switch, we're also gonna fake out. So like, I'm gonna say that I'm fine with leading Mirby. And okay, if it comes down to it, let's be honest here. Envy is here as a sack if we need it. Or if we just need it to chip something down, who knows, right? Like maybe it'll be useful because it'll live a hit, right? But does it live too? Who knows? We're faking out first always, as we have stated. That did no damage. So we'll water gun, because I think I'm faster. But in subsequent turns, okay, yeah. I was like, I didn't knock off because I think, if I remember correctly, the physical defense is way higher. But yeah, if I had taken any damage, we would for sure Mega Drain. So we will now start clicking Mega Drain instead. But not that I need to like preserve PP for this battle, right? Like we have so much PP on everything. But I want to get in the habit of being conscious of it at least. So Oh, Rockruff, that's perfect. That's that's fantastic. I am happy to see that did a lot though, but you know we're gonna get a ton back, so that's fine. Yes, I do know my type matchups, Hop. Thank you for noticing. But that's good damage. That's really good damage. So one thing I didn't fully consider is that I needed to keep this healthy for Score Bunny, I think, right? Unless I don't win the matchup still, right? That's also a possibility. Uh, as I had I have previously lost that matchup, right? So I'm gonna. I don't know if it'll go for fire move. It's neutral, but on the off case it does. Okay, quick attack is fine. So I was just gonna quick attack then. I kind of want a Mega Drain instead. Get some healing back. Oh, perfect. Ground. Well, as long as I hit. So not perfect yet, but we'll see. Hell yeah. All right, sick. I just didn't know what to expect from it. Right. Oh, that is funny. I think we will bring out Turk just to spread out the experience a little better. Because like the EXP share is like permanent thing where you can't like turn off, but the mon that is in does get significantly more. So, you know, that I didn't fake out. I brain turned off one side, so I was a low tad that couldn't do anything to me, right? So, you know, laser focus as I referred to earlier. Clearly I am locked in on this fight. No, I was locked in until I defeated the Score Bunny and then my worries went away. That is the real answer. So we got our letter of endorsement. So now we can attempt the gym challenge. That's convenient. That way the wishing stars came right when we needed them. What a. So they just fall from the sky? Yeah, they say wishing stars fall down for those who have a true wish in their heart. That's that's such horseshit. You're telling me that this just like shows up when we have determined, hey, we want to go take on the we want to take on the gym challenge, and Dynamax bracelets are kind of needed, and you need the wishing stars for it, don't you? So like that feels story-wise really bullshit. But hey, whatever. I mean, I assume that she just had Dynamax mains on site, right? And had wishing stars ready. So actually, no. Okay, hold on. You know what? New theory. From her room on the second floor, Sonia just threw out the wishing stars to make it look like it came from the sky. That's actually what happened. Is now what I've decided. But hey, um, who knows? All right. We can now. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, you can crouch and. Oh, or you can whistle. That doesn't freaking matter. Not for us, at least. But one thing also that at least is on my mind since this is the first game, at least first mainline game, if you don't want to count like the Let's Go stuff. At least for the purposes of Nuzlocking, right? This is alright. I did not mean to run into it, but whatever. I think we'll run because we saw the levels. It was I think 12 was the max for. So we got to 13 in the fight, right? So we don't need to. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go to the station. Yeah. But for the purposes of doing especially like a randomized Nuzlocke, I don't know what you would want to do uh, for like, do you have to, do you get to pick your encounter basically, right? Or do you just try to find the ones that are like, I don't want to call them hidden encounters, but like the ones that you can't see the overworld sprite for, right? Is that the strat? Like, I don't know. It was things that I was thinking about that obviously when I was originally attempting to do randomized typeless lock, but it is not coming into play in this. So do I care about Swift on Turk? What's the stats look like? I'm gonna say no. The 5 attack difference is only gonna get greater, it looks like, so. Our mom's just like, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, hey, we gotta give you stuff before you leave. I don't think I ever did the camping thing in the original Sword and Shield. Like, I'm sure I tried it, like, right, because it's a new mechanic, but like, I basically never used it. I think I did use the camping stuff for Scarlet Violet more. But it was like, hey, you gotta make sandwiches to do stuff, right? So, like, or to get boosts and whatnot. So I think I used it more in that. But still, like, in general, I don't use those similar type of game mechanics that much, so. So we are about to come to a discussion point. Oh! Yeah, I forgot that. Alright, so do we get both then as gift mons? So before I... Yeah, okay, so that's nice that they give you both here. So... I didn't think about that. I do remember, so like I have Let's Go Pikachu, so at the time I did get the gift mon, whatever it was. I don't remember. I don't think it was Eevee though. I thought it was Meowth that they gave you instead, because Meowth has the Gigantamax form, but in any case, does Eevee? Because this has the logo that it can like Gigantamax, right? So I guess it has a Gigantamax form in this. I have no idea. but in any case, it is careful. And so, let's roll for this first before I get too ahead of myself. It has anticipation, which I don't know again if anything's been changed. So we get that wheel out. That was my controller, but it should still be connected, I think. Yeah, you can see I'm moving stuff. I'm really just fucking monograssing this. Okay, monotyping is not a bad strategy for this. Provided you don't lose that type. Like that's a huge ask. Like that's like are the odds in my favor that I would never lose grass? Sure. Like each individual spin, it's only one slice on there. However, okay, you can see it in the background. So Pikachu, I'm gonna leave the wheel up, right? So I mean here you can. I won't leave the wheel up. I'm a liar. It has lightning rod and it is timid. So we'll spin the wheel. Como. It's alright. We didn't lose dragon, right? Yeah. Okay. The team just got like really stronger. So as I always say, base stats are king in the early game. So and now we have something so that if we lose grass, we won't lose every single mon that's in the party, which I think is vital to our potential success. So with that, I guess I'll leave it here. Yeah, I was leaving the screen on like the summary, right, the check summary screens, but because we have two mons that are going to be coming out, I will be right back. And we have returned with Robin Hood, Careful Decidueye with Leafage, Astonish, Tackle, Growl. I will note that there's a lot of good level 1 moves, so we will be able to access them very soon. And like Spirit Shackle's tacked on, I think, at that level 1, because since normally you learn it just when you evolve. Which in my mind I was debating whether to put just the evolve moves on. So I don't really know. So I just went with the normal method, like as if I caught it in the wild, like the last 4 listed moves. But kind of the same thing goes for Albaz, the timid, O, is that it has Dragon Tail, Tackle, Leer, Protect, which is not an amazing moveset. It is timid, soundproof. Also, Overgrow, before I forget, Overgrow, because it was Eevee's ability 1 in this, so it is, I checked the documentation, the starters all have ability 1, the, Overgrow types, and then ability 2 instead of hidden is then what they're normally like their hidden is most of the time. Like, so we could have had long reach if it was this slot, because the Pikachu had its second ability and not its first, but the Eevee had its first and not its second. And also, these are both perfect IVs. Getting fully evolved mons with perfect IVs is quite insane. But yeah, so we're soundproof, not bulletproof, which would have been ability 1 on Albaz, which, I don't need to explain Robin Hood. I imagine everyone knows who Robin Hood is. And then Albaz, for those that don't know, is referring to Yu-Gi-Oh! There is a card, Fallen of Albaz. It's a dragon type, and it is the center of, like, multiple archetypes, because it's a, like, part dragon, part human is what I was going for, because it's like a humanoid dragon here. That goes through a bunch of transformations, and so, like, if it's it's the basis of, like, fusion stuff, but also it's spanned across because in Yu-Gi-Oh since they don't have an anime to base things off of anymore, they now instead what they do is every so often they have like basically like a main character monster card that basically they create multiple archetypes around that like all have interlocking stories. So Albaz is one of those, and thus he's part of a million archetypes, kind of, in that regard. But so he's a very big, popular card. But now let me. Okay, I did not mean to sit down. I'm just talking to everybody. Okay, like that. Pokedolls, sick. I'm assuming it's the same stuff here to buy. Okay, now we can buy Pokeballs, but we already have so many. And then, okay, so in this game, I did know about this, at least, that you can buy like all this stuff, right? I have no intention of changing the natures with just like buying this stuff, and then buying XP stuff with the extra money. If I feel like I need to, I can, but I don't mind grinding. Like, I know Michael did, did rare candies. So, like, that's fine and dandy. But, because obviously, like, the challenge, like, and the reasoning, I'm assuming for, oh, sick. We can just heal. But the reasoning that it makes sense to me for a hardcore challenge, right, is like, the challenge of it is not the grind, it's the battles. So I get the idea of like, hey, just I have a stock of rare candies, like, which I can just put in the game, by the way, like, right, like, because obviously I'm using Pika Hex to what's it called, to literally change the Pokemon, right? So I could literally just put in the rare candies if I so desired. But I did not up to this point because I want to see how the game feels first, and if it doesn't take like a crap ton of what's it called? If it doesn't take like so much, grinding, then it's probably fine. But also, I don't mind doing the grinding, as both Tristan and Michael very well know. So I'll play it by ear probably. It's like there's not gonna be like an official verdict on here. I wanted it to like tell me what part of the wild area. So also, big huge discussion point here. Okay, yeah, it does. Okay, so big huge discussion point right after this is that now that we are here. So the wild area has. Let me check the map. Right, this will be the easiest way to talk about it. But wild area has the separated sections, right? So that means in theory I could get encounters at each one, right? Like that makes sense. In at least for the sake of the game. Also, I think that does help make up for there aren't actually like that many encounters across the game, I don't think, because it's just like the region's kind of small. Because a lot of it is just, hey, go to a route, sometimes go to an extra location. In this case, like this one has like a long trek to get to Turffield, but like half the game you just get told, hey, just go take the station or go fly back to like Hammerlock or Modestoke, right? Like those are the two like central locations. So I know I'm gated, like I can't go to Hammerlock obviously yet, but so like this is like its own area, right? Like where it's self-contained, where you do the first three, because you arrive in Modestoke, then you go to Turffield, then you go to Holbury, then you come back, right? And there's a Galar Mine and Galar Mine 2 locations in between with a few routes, and then this is kind of the same thing where you just go. I think you go to the left, you go still on side, you go do Balonlay, then you go to Sir Chester to then go to Spike Mountain. So like it's just like a self-contained, easy like thing. So the reason I'm long-winded doing this is that I'm not sure if, like, in theory, wild area should only be one encounter, right? Like, or should it be multiple? And also on top of that, the levels are out of whack normally, right? I guess maybe they could have fixed it in this game, but like, there's like so many mons that are just like way high level. So like, I don't know if I'm supposed to like I had half a mind to just say just get one encounter for now and then decide later if I actually like need the encounters, right? Like that was one thought I had. But yeah, so like this one, it literally the game tells you like, hey, some of these mons are strong, so like it's okay to run away. But for our purposes, it's not okay to run away, right? That's also something to consider. So this was, let me double check just to make sure I don't fuck it up. This is rolling fields. So what I think I'm gonna do is I will try to get one encounter here for rolling fields / wild area, and then depending on how I feel after doing that, you know what? No, I'll encounter. Yeah, you're fine. you wanted me. I bring it on. So let's see what level this is. Okay, it's only level 7. Also, the electric terrain is up. That's actually kind of sick. I don't know if it does that normally, but it's like it's thundering. So that's it. That's interesting. I don't know if I ever considered that, but yeah. So this was level 7. So perfectly good level for us. Alright. So, like I said, I don't think I need to do more encounters right now here. But I'm going to see as we go along if I feel like we can always come back later. So I'm not overly concerned. It is a relaxed nature, lightning rod, electric. So, with that in mind, we will spin the wheel. Togetic. So that's another stone evolution, right? So we'll have to find out where we get the stones eventually. But Togetic is usable currently. So, because it should be primary fairy, not flying. I think. But, I mean, we'll have that answer shortly. So I will be right back. And we have returned with Mirth. The Togetic is relaxed with, thankfully, Serene Grace and not Hustle. That would have sucked. Like, I know we're minus speed, so like the whole like, flinching gimmick. It's like I don't care. It's a better thing to just not have Hustle and possibly miss moves, where the attack stat just kind of isn't great anyway, right? And then we have Life Dew, Sweet Kiss, Pound, and Growl, for which it normally gets Fairy Wind by evolution, but it's also a level 1 move, so similar concept with the other mons that I've talked about. And so once we hit a Pokemon Center, we will have access to that, right? So no problem. But in any case, yeah, see, like, if we ran into the freaking Manectric, we'd get destroyed. I don't know what to do with that stuff, so. In any case, the plan here is to not run into any other mons. Yeah, I've already been doing that. It's fine. So we're not gonna run into any mons, hopefully. I'm just picking up the energy. I don't know if we use it for anything, right? Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so in this game, they did rework the rates as this is stating, right? Yeah. So instead of EXP candies, rates will not always give players items they can sell as well as EV enhancing stuff. Okay. Also giving them mints. Okay, so I don't care about any of those, so I will probably not be doing raids. But I don't know if the currency of the watts matters. Right? It's watts, like the W or whatever. I don't know. So I'll just pick up some if I feel like it, and we'll see from there. I guess I don't know if it does matter at all, but we'll do it just in the case, because I don't remember if anyone lets you do stuff, right? Measured in watts, yeah. Yeah, give you stuff if you just give them some of your watts, right? Yeah, so there you go. So if I deem it worthwhile, I'm not going that far over. That's such a trek.